welcome back to the Central Mississippi Business Break. I'm your host, Ash Taylor. Once again in the studio, we're honored to have Bobby K. Green, author, pilot, historian, you name it.
Thanks, Ash, for having me.
We're happy to have you, and happy to have you here to talk about your book, Final Call, as well as a little bit of the history of you've come from aviation, and as well as the book's even central in a location we're all familiar with here, down in New Orleans.
Yes, it's the setting of the book is New Orleans. It deals with two commercial pilots. It's not about flying. It's about being involved in the business world and some of the things that they run into, but it has a New Orleans setting, and as a pilot I can relate to the things that they do. I grew up in the Delta watching the crop dusters when I was a kid, and that kind of tweaked my interest and got me wanting to fly airplanes, and so that's what I've done for most of my life now.
I love that part of your story. I could just see you as a child watching the crop dusters, but in the back of your mind, it's like this storyteller is developing. Is that something that was like? Was it like that? We
all have stories, and I could imagine what those guys were doing. And later on, I found out because that's what I did. I became a crop duster, and then when I got involved with commercial aviation, and from there I went into flying other types of airplanes. So I experienced some of the things that they experienced.
Well, Bobby, thanks again for being on our show, and thank you once again for watching the Central Mississippi Business Break.